This is a short practice to promote relaxation and healing. Go ahead and find a comfortable place to lie down, whether that's on the floor or on your bed. Make sure to have some pillows to help support the body, a blanket to place over the belly, and maybe even an extra blanket to cover up with to keep the body warm and comfortable. As you lie down, make sure that there's something underneath the head so that it feels supported to help let go of any tension, tiredness, or soreness in the neck muscles. And slowly begin to lift the feet, inviting the knees to come into the chest, massaging the low back as you gently rock a little side to side. And take a nice slow deep breath in and out. Allow yourself to create any movement here that would help to loosen up the low back, the hips, whether that's squeezing the knees into the chest tightly or keeping the support of the arms a little looser around the legs. Take one more slow breath in. Maybe this time let it out of the mouth, feeling that tension is beginning to loosen away from the hips. Go ahead and keep the left knee into the chest and simply bring the right foot to the floor. And see if it feels okay to maybe rock the left knee out to the side or even make some circular movements. You can go a couple times one way and then the other way, just breathing naturally, inviting some slow movement into and around the left hip. Only moving in a way that feels good and without any judgment, noticing if there are some tight muscles that you're becoming aware of. Go ahead and continue with this movement for one more breath. And then when you're ready, inviting both knees back into the chest, just like when you began. Any movement that feels good, whether squeezing the knees in tightly or keeping them a little further away from the body. This time, holding on to the right knee, inviting the left foot to come down to rest. And just as you did on the other side, maybe inviting the right knee to move out away from the body slightly, maybe even making some circular movements one way a few times and then the other way to allow any and all tension around the hip to begin to soften, to relax, to release. Again, letting go of any judgment and simply notice if this side feels a little different than the first side, and if there are any particular areas of tightness, maybe the outside or the inside of the hip, the leg. Take one more breath. Easy in and easy out. One final time, invite both knees back into the chest. Let these last few moments of movement be an invitation to create balance in the back of the pelvis, through the low back, and even between the left and the right hip. Slowly invite both feet to come to land, grabbing a pillow or a few pillows to slide underneath the backs of the legs, and taking your time to stretch your legs out over the support, and then giving yourself a few moments to adjust just in case you can feel that you need more or less support, knowing that every moment we need to tend to our bodies as they are. Maybe you've done this practice previously and you needed more support, and for whatever reason this time you need less support. The intention is to allow the body to feel like it can just release and relax through the legs over the pillows, letting go of any pressure or pull or tension through the lower body, and giving yourself plenty of time to get comfortable. As long as it feels okay today, maybe placing a blanket over the abdomen. Also knowing that if for whatever reason it doesn't feel comforting, setting it aside and letting that be okay. And finally, if it feels good to put a blanket over the body just to create a sense of warmth and relaxation, go ahead and do that now. Please make any little last-minute movements or adjustments throughout the body, deciding where the arms and the hands would like to be placed so that you can feel a sense of ease. Bring your attention to your breath, and as you take your next inhale, see if it's okay to hold your breath at the top for just 3 seconds, and then to exhale out of the mouth, emptying the lungs. And see if it's okay to do that same breath pattern 2 more times. Inhaling in, holding the breath just for 3 seconds, and then exhaling all the way out. So when we allow ourselves to lengthen the exhale, it's an invitation for the body and the mind to release, to empty out, and to let go of whatever conscious or unconscious tension we are holding. See if you can close the eyes and allow the eyes to feel heavy. Notice if there's any tension around the eyes, through the inner corners and the outer corners. And maybe taking a breath in and out, inviting the eyes to relax. Inviting the body just for maybe a minute or 2 longer to move into a place of rest. Feeling a stillness in the body, but being awake. So this is a very different state than when we go to sleep. This is called active rest, where the nervous system is able to calm and settle as if it were going to sleep, but the mind is still alert and active. And then just kind of bringing your attention through the different parts and pieces of the body, including the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers, inviting any tight places to relax and release as you keep your breath really natural and easy. As you feel into your spine, the top, the middle, the bottom, into the chest, into the abdomen, just let your intention as you breathe in and breathe out be one of kindness and healing to any places in the body that feel unsettled. Let your awareness move through the hips, the legs, and all the way down into the feet and the toes. And just feeling the support underneath the legs as an invitation to help let any sore or tired muscles begin to soften. And as you take a few more moments to rest, allow your mind and your body to connect with a singular intention of healing, of restoration, of calm, and of peace. And as you bring your attention to your next 3 breaths, trust that every time you're breathing in, you're taking in something new, whether it's the simple oxygen moving into the cells in the body, or maybe it's this intention of healing and peace. And every time you breathe out, whether it's a more practical intention of the body releasing carbon dioxide, or perhaps a feeling of cleansing and purifying whatever it is you don't need. Please feel free to stay a little longer if you like, continuing to let your body relax, or at least hold the intention of relaxation, letting go of any judgment if today's practice didn't feel so relaxing. That's okay. Reminding yourself it's a practice. Only when you feel ready, allow yourself to move and stretch in a very slow and gentle way, and invite this sense of calm to go with you